Hello, everyone. It's Sydney here, and if you clicked on this free training, then that means that you are probably wanting to get past what's stopping you from achieving your ultimate dream life. So, that is exactly what we're going to talk about here. My name's Sydney Webster, and I'm a life improvement coach. So, quickly, let's talk about who is this for. So, this video training is for women who are inspired, but when it comes time to actually take the next step into reaching their goals, they become paralyzed. This is also for women who can't seem to find inspiration anywhere and or can't figure out why they are stuck in a rut and can't get out. And lastly, this is for women who are sick and tired of waking up to their unideal life and are ready to completely transform it into an ultimate dream life. Who is this not for? So this is for women who are not willing to have an open mind and try new things. This will not be a great training for women who are not willing to invest time into themselves and their life. And this is not for women who do not see the point in being able to live their dream life. So if that sounds like you, then go ahead and hop off this training. No worries about that. But I'm assuming if you clicked on this training that you are pretty interested in everything we're going to talk about today. So let's talk about what your life would look like. What would your life look like if you were able to get up every single morning feeling motivated and ready to transform your life? What would your workday look like? What kind of mother or romantic partner would you be? Where would you travel to? What would your physical appearance look like? What emotions would you feel every single morning? Think about that. What if you could actually commit to eating a healthy diet, exercise, making more money, becoming a better mother or romantic partner? Breathe that in for a moment. See yourself there in your actual dream, ultimate badass life. Now, how can you actually start committing to yourself and this dream life you deserve? That's what we're going to talk about today, I'll tell you. So, today's overview, what we are going to learn today is number one, how to become aware of what is actually stopping you from creating your dream life. Number two, what the biggest reason we constantly give up or fail is, and then how to change it. And number three, how to discover the biggest barrier for you, and then what you can do about it. So, quickly, let's talk about why you should stick around to watch this training. Well, number one, you will get to learn my custom way on how to discover what's stopping you from committing. And number two, I will teach you what you can do about it. And then number three, lastly, at the end of this training, you'll have an opportunity to have me answer any questions you may have, which is really valuable. So stick around if any of those things sound good to you. And first, I want to ask the question, is this you? Do you get inspired for a short period, but eventually you burn out and you start to fall back into your old lifestyle? Are you constantly listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, and reading books to help you get motivated, but when it actually comes time to do it, it seems impossible? Or are you constantly asking yourself, what is wrong with me? Or why can't I just commit to something? Well, then this training is designed for you. So, I know what it's like. Here are some photos of me before. So, the one where I'm leaning my head on someone's shoulder there, that is me at my heaviest weight, incredibly insecure, miserable, having some breakouts on my skin, hating taking photos, never truly smiling in the camera, to then meet the bottom, traveling, living my best life. I've lost 25 pounds, my skin's cleared, I got tattoos to express myself, feeling so much better. I felt brighter, sexier, more confident, more successful, and then not only that, but ambition to travel the world even on a budget. But I have good news. You don't have to live like the before me anymore. You don't have to live overweight, uninspired, and miserable. Today, it's my mission to provide you with tools so that you can get out of the confused, unmotivated, and chaotic mindset. So you can finally start becoming the badass woman that you are and living the badass life you deserve. But really quick, who am I? So, I'm Sydney Webster, life improvement coach. I've always had the desire to help people, but I was constantly stuck in that tug and pull of never making enough money due to being employed at places like nonprofits. So I changed my reality and created a new dream life, which is, and then there's this little paragraph that was pulled directly off my website. And it says, currently I'm living in a small town in Utah with me, my husband, our dog, 2 cats, and 2 pigs. Yes, 2 pigs. I'm a yoga lover, essential oil user, world traveler, thrift shopper, and vegan eater. I get to have my own business helping others transform their lives and rarely have to wake up to an alarm clock. I'm able to travel the world and express myself however I decide to that day for me and no one else. I get to wake up and feel proud of my unique hippie life, even though some people may not approve of it. I get to explore life with a supportive partner and group of small friends, but besides all that, I finally have hope. I hope that my life will turn out exactly the way I want it to. Now I'm able to help people every single day, make my own schedule, and rarely have to set an alarm clock. So now, if you are ready to have the same transformation, keep on watching. But don't take my word for it. Here are 3 testimonials from clients who were stuck in unhelpful habits and they were able to get great relief after working with me. Client number 1. So I don't have name or photos or anything like that, just for confidentiality reasons. But here is my first testimonial. So I'm not going to read it word for word. You guys can pause the video and read it. But basically, this client was struggling with hair pulling for nearly her entire life. It was a habit that she couldn't get rid of, and all she really wanted was to get long lashes and full eyebrows, like everyone. And when she came to me, it seemed almost like an impossible task. She had basically tried everything. And now, as you see here at the end, it says, I'm less bothered by the ones growing in the wrong direction in the wrong place that used to drive me into pulling them all out. I'm very grateful I took this chance and I am proud of the success I'm having. I truly believe Sydney was the right choice to help me in this process. Now here's client number 2. So again, I'm not going to read it word for word, but this client came to me because she was struggling with depression and mainly eating habits. She wanted to lose some weight, but she was having a hard time getting out of this cycle of binging and eating junk food and then feeling really guilty. So, like she says, she was in a dark place, and after she was able to work with me, she was able to have results that were different from going to a counselor, get to the root of her issue, get tools to use on her own, and get some major guidance so that she wasn't feeling so lost anymore. And then lastly, client number 3. This client was totally overwhelmed with school, house life, work, starting her own business, and just being a human in general. And she came to me, and I was able to help her feel more positive and radiant about life. And she highly recommends anyone who's struggling with depression or anxiety to come see me. So these are 3 amazing clients that were able to get through huge problems in their life so that they could take the next step forward into living their ultimate dream life. Now, my 3-step process of getting out of your rut. Step number 1, become aware of what is stopping you. How? So, how we are going to do this is how we're going to map out our barriers or our problems or what is stopping you. Why can't you commit? Why can't you get up and start hitting these goals? What is stopping you? So first, I want you to write down every single goal that will help you achieve your dream life. Whether that is to eat healthy, go to the gym 3 times a week, save up money to get out of debt, make a point to travel more, become better in your relationship, become a better mother, and then goals that will help you reach all of that. Write every single one down. So pause the video and go ahead and do that. And then next, when you are done with that, look at every single goal individually and write down next to that goal what is stopping you from achieving that goal. So say one goal is going to the gym 3 times a week. Well, right next to it, write what is stopping you. Really look in. Is it fear? Is it the unknown? Do you feel like you can't do it or can't achieve it? Or do you feel like you don't fit in? What is it that's stopping you? And do that with every single goal that you have. And yes, lack of motivation can be an answer. Do you not want to go to the gym because you're unmotivated? That's fine. And then once you've done that, right next to that barrier, you want to write what emotion you feel when you think about this barrier. So an example I have is the goal is for me is to travel the world, but my barrier is finances. And when I think of that, the emotion that comes to me is hopelessness. I'm constantly feeling hopeless because I'll never be able to have enough money to travel the world. That's an example. And you should have a bunch of these for every single different goal. This map will help you get your emotions out and your barriers out that are surrounding your goals. And once you become aware, then you can start to resolve the problem. Now, step number 2, notice what you are visualizing. So, this is a really good one. A key thing that I tell my clients, and I'm going to tell you guys today that not a lot of people realize, is if you think you will fail, you will fail. So, there's a difference between saying, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, I'm feeling healthy, I'm going to get out of debt, I'm going to travel the world, I'm going to become a better mom, and really believe it in the moment. You're super motivated. But notice what you are visualizing in the moment. When you say, I'm going to be a good mom, do you immediately see yourself being a bad mom? When you say you're going to eat healthy, do you immediately see yourself eating chips or pizza? Notice what you are visualizing in your mind. It doesn't matter what you say, it's all about what you think and what you tell your mind. So, even if you are saying you're going to do something, if you are seeing in your mind or visualizing in your mind you not doing it, well, I hate to break it to you, but then you will not do it. And that is usually one of the biggest things that come up when we cannot reach our goals or we cannot get motivated to write that book or lose that weight or become the mother of our dreams. It's because we are seeing ourselves fail, we are seeing ourselves unmotivated, and we are planning on that reaction because that's what we're used to. So, let me show you a trick. I want to just, if you're not convinced yet that this is truth, I want to show you a trick. So, right now, just close your eyes, settle in, get comfy. I know you're going to feel a little uncomfortable because you're watching a video right now, but just trust me, just close your eyes. And you've probably seen this before, but it's still fun, so we're going to do it. Now, I want you to just stick your hands out in front of you like you're about to grab onto bicycle handles, for example. And once your hands are out in front of you, I want you to imagine your left hand having a weight on it, a 150-pound weight. And suddenly you start to feel your left hand drop lower and lower and lower. And the more you try and hold your left hand up, the heavier and heavier this weight becomes. You start adding on more and more weight. Your hand keeps dropping lower and lower and lower. It cannot handle the weight of this weight. Now, on your right hand, imagine having 50 helium balloons, and your right hand starts to float up, getting lighter and lighter and lighter. You're losing the control of the arm because the helium balloons are just taking it up with you, and you have no control. Your left arm is heavy, heavy, and your right arm is light, light. And when you feel like that you have done this, you do it in your own time, but once you're done, open up your eyes and see where your arms are. And I know that a lot of us have probably seen this or tried this, but your left arm should be lower than where it was and your right arm should be higher. So the point of this is to prove to you, to show you that whatever you tell yourself, it happens. There really wasn't a weight on your left arm and you really didn't have helium balloons. But because you told your mind that, that's what you did. Now, step 3, our last thing we're going to talk about is notice what you think is not available to you. So, guys, this is one of the biggest things that you can discover. So now, are you one of these people? Raise your hand, say yes, whatever you need to do, but if you are one of these people, own up to it. So, are you someone who believes that being overweight runs in the family, so being fit and thin isn't available? Do you believe that having an abundance of money and success is not available to you? Do you believe that you will never be able to get over your chronic and or genetic depression, therefore complete happiness is not available to you? Think about that. And if I didn't say one that is according to you, well, that's fine, but think about what do you think you're not able to travel the world? Do you think that that's just not in your life plan? Or are you meant to be poor your whole life? Or are you not meant to find true happiness? Or are you not able to accept or give love because you were damaged as a child? Whatever it is, really, really think about it, ponder on it, and discover what you believe you are not able to have. Really, really figure it out. Pause this video, ponder on it, think about it, and write it down. What are you not able to have that is affecting your life now? Now, once you've written it down, and now that you know it, now what? So, now that I've helped you become aware of your barriers, emotions, unhelpful visuals, and beliefs that are stopping you from living the life you deserve, what is next? Well, becoming aware is the most important step. Now you can notice the pattern of your damaging thoughts and decide to stop it. So many people don't even become aware of what they believe, what is stopping them, and what they are visualizing. So if you can suddenly become aware of this, then you can change it. And that is where the biggest transformation starts to happen. So, congratulations. You are now aware of what is holding you back. Now you can change it. Welcome to the driver's seat of your life, baby. So, quick recap. Step number 1, become aware of what is stopping you. And how do we do that? Through the mapping out process. You can come back to this video, you can screenshot that mapping process, but you can take this with you for the rest of your life as things come up. Step number 2, notice what your mind is showing you. Notice what you are telling yourself, even if verbally you're not saying it. Notice what you are imagining. Once you can notice this, you can change it and you can stop that pattern and you can see yourself succeeding. And step number 3, realize what you believe you are not worthy to have. Once you realize what you believe you cannot have, well, first of all, just like we talked about, whatever we tell our mind is what will come true. So if we tell ourselves that we do not believe we can have ultimate success, pure happiness, pure romance, whatever it is, true love, or weight loss, well, then we won't. But if you can realize what you believe and then realize it's a false belief and change that and start to see yourself and believing that you can reach these goals, you can and deserve to have this dream life, well, then what do you do with all that? You release that energy and change it, honey. That's all you got to do. Now that you've become aware, that's the hardest part is becoming aware. It sucks, but now that you've done it through this training, now you just got to change it. So now you have 2 choices. Choice number 1, try and figure this all out on your own. Some people do. Some people cure their depression, cure their eating disorder, whatever it is on their own, or maybe they heal their grief on their own, whatever it is. Some people do it on their own. That's fine. You do you. You can map out your own patterns. You can release the negative energy. If you have your own way, you can tackle your false visualizations in your mind and reroute your brain pattern into thinking that you are worthy all on your own. That's totally fine. Or you can invest 45 minutes into seeing what is possible. So, are you willing to invest time and energy into finally creating the dream life that you want? If so, then the time is now to start. There has never been a better time than now. If you clicked on this, you are here for a reason. If you've made it through till the end, you are here for a reason. There's never a better time than now. So just do it, said Art Williams. If you haven't seen that video on YouTube, look it up. It is amazing. It's Just Do It by Art Williams. I think it's like a 5-minute video. You guys have to watch it. It's amazing. So, if you are ready to invest this time, then I've got good news. The good news. So, over the next 5 days, I have set aside some time to talk with you personally so we can see how I can help if you're not wanting to do this alone and you want to invest just 45 minutes. So, go ahead and click the link. But together we can sit down and really dive headfirst into what is stopping you from achieving your wildest dreams. I will help you organize and map out your problems in a clear and concise way so you can gain back your control in life. You don't have to try and do this alone. I know it can be so overwhelming and hard to organize. I've been there, and thank goodness went to a coach similar to me that has helped me get through this chaos. So that is why I'm offering 45 minutes of my time to try and help you with that overwhelm and confusion. So why am I doing this? I have been there and I need to return the favor. Plus, if after our phone call you are wanting more help from me, then I might offer you a spot in my one-on-one coaching program. If we decide to work together, then this is where we could deep dive into your problem and tackle it on together. How? By using a custom mind and body based technique and or ideologies so you can get out of this rut, start hitting your goals, and start living your dream life fast. I expect clients to start taking these steps into their ultimate dream life after only 1 hour long session, you guys. It takes one session with me to really start seeing progress. So, if you're ready to start living your dream life fast, to start applying the tools I have given you today with support, and to see your life start to transform within 1 hour, then let's get you scheduled for a 45-minute consultation. What is the rush? Well, since I do expect people to start seeing their transformation take place after one session within seeing me, I am selective to who I add in my one on one coaching program. It's really hands on. You get extra time out of the sessions. I send you resources. So, really, the space is limited. So, let's hop on a call and see if it's a good fit. So, apply now if you see an opportunity here for that 45-minute phone call. So, there you go, guys. After this video training, you will be led to a place to where you can go ahead and get scheduled for a 45-minute phone call where I can help you organize all this, go through the mapping, give you some extra resources on to really narrow down on what's bothering you, and then we can talk from there and see what I have available for you. I will talk to you guys soon. We can answer any questions on that phone call. I can't wait to talk to you guys, and I hope this was helpful. Bye, guys.